Berbagai indikator mulai menunjukkan laju inflasi di AS mulai mereda setelah sempat kembali menguat. Tapi di sisi lain masih ada kekhawatiran soal ancaman resesi yang ditandai PHK massal. Analis mencatat pasar tenaga kerja AS kini rentan akibat iklim usaha dengan suku bunga tinggi. Berikut liputan Nova Purwadi dari VOA.
Tingginya harga berbagai kebutuhan hidup terus mencekik konsumen Amerika Serikat.
You can go to grocery store, and then you come back. Price been a boost up, and then like I said, some people just can't afford it.
They about the same. They kind of like they look like they went down a little bit, but not much.
Dua indikator utama laju inflasi yang baru terbit bervariasi. Indeks harga konsumen turun secara bulanan untuk pertama kalinya sejak Mei 2020. Secara tahunan, kenaikan indeks harga konsumen melemah ke 3%. Semakin mendekati target Bank Sentral AS atau Federal Reserve sebesar 2%. Pada saat yang sama, indeks harga produsen yang memantau harga barang di tingkat grosir menunjukkan peningkatan melebihi ekspektasi. Setelah bulan sebelumnya, harga di tingkat grosir mengalami stagnansi. Data terakhir menunjukkan peningkatan indeks harga produsen mencapai 2,6% secara tahunan, melebihi ekspektasi analis sebesar 2,3%. Bervariasinya data seputar inflasi sebelumnya kembali ditekankan Kepala The Fed, Jerome Powell, dalam dengar pendapat di Kongres. Banyak wakil rakyat bertanya, kapan The Fed mulai menurunkan suku bunga?
We need just to see more good inflation data. That's all. We had 7 months of good inflation data at the end of last year. Then we had a quarter, really a month or so, where inflation went up, and now we had one really good inflation reading and one pretty good one. We just need to see more so that the confidence rises. I'm not going to tell.
Are we weeks away, months away?
I'm going to try to avoid sending any really specific signals about time today because it's going to depend on the data. It also matters what's going on in the labor market, though. We've also said that if the labor market weakens unexpectedly, that could be a case for loosening policy as well. Really, we're weighing both those factors.
Data ketenagakerjaan memang menunjukkan perlambatan penciptaan lapangan kerja dan peningkatan angka pengangguran ke 4,1%.
At this point, we've seen unemployment tick up. Headline payroll growth has been fine, but initial claims are higher than they have been. All of the JOLTS data points to a cooler labor market. So you want to see signs that the Fed is at least acknowledging, if not explicitly, starting to cut rates tomorrow, that the labor market weakness is something they're concerned about, that it's no longer a major pressure on inflation, which I don't think it is. And it opens the door to not just September, but additional rate cuts later this year and early next year, which at this point, the market, needs to see. I think the economy is cooling underneath our feet, and the labor market, which has propped up consumer spending for a couple of years, is starting to wobble.
Pengamat dan pelaku usaha serta pelaku pasar umumnya tetap memproyeksikan The Fed bakal mulai menurunkan suku bunga acuan pada pertemuan September. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.